I've always wanted to have a cat, a little animal to come home to at the end of a long day. Another heartbeat in the house. But I'm not ready for the 15-year commitment. And then a few years ago, I came across an ad for Annex Cat Rescue. Volunteer foster homes were needed for rescued street cats. Now this sounded exactly like what I wanted, the opportunity to live with cats on a short-term basis. And the ad included the magic words, "No experience necessary." So I contacted Annex Cat Rescue and signed up right away. Over the years, I've cared for several different cats. Baxter was my first foster cat, and he is a sweetheart. He would greet me at the door when I arrived home from work every day and would take every opportunity to sit near to receive love. And if I was away for a couple days, he would be all over me, following me from room to room in my tiny apartment. Shasta was another of my foster cats. She's timid and shy, but during the evening she would come to me to get her face rubbed. When she really got into it, her purr would sound like a car motor, and she would start drooling. It created a bit of a mess, but it was pretty adorable. I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but Max was mine. He's endlessly curious and would always find new things to do and explore. He was the first of my cats to lounge on the heating pipes, and he would often sit there and stare at me while I worked nearby. After living with me for months, imagine my shock when I arrived home one night and Max had discovered the toilet paper. It was all over the place. And I'll never forget the time when I went into the washroom and found him curled up in the sink, completely content. He looked at me as if to say, "Look what I found." Max is one of those cats who would give love nips. That's when a cat gets really excited or happy and he puts his teeth on you. It's completely harmless and doesn't break skin, but it sometimes scares people who aren't anticipating it. One day, some potential adopters came to visit Max. They were excited to meet him and the feeling was mutual. But before I had time to mention his little habit, he nipped at them. And they placed out their hands for him to do it again. It was a perfect match. They took him home the next day. 2 weeks later, Shasta came to live with me, and now, after 5 months, she's on her way to a new home. I wonder which cat I'll have 15 years from now.